Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grimmer, and I'm the Gentleman Barbarian. And it is a gorgeous day out today, and I have just figured out how to record audio inside my helmet. I know it's very exciting to finally be able to hear me talk, but welcome to Penobscot, Maine, my hometown. We are going to be going around to Castine today. I was going to be riding with my brother Zach, but unfortunately he is about an hour away from here. So we're going to kill some time by bringing you over to Castine and seeing what you think of that nice little town.
Yeah, either way, you truly could not ask for a better day than this. Let's see, is the bay view open anymore? I don't think it is. Might be a permanent rift there. It used to be the place to go and get ice cream and fried food other than Bagadoo's Lunch, which is way the hell out over there. If you've watched any of my other videos before, you would know that the one time I went over there this season, I forgot that they were still closed. So when I got there, well, they were closed. So yeah, leaning into some corners. Ah. I would have gone out earlier, but I thought I was going to have my riding buddy with me. So alright, am I about to get pelted with grass? Nope, he doesn't have it on. Good. Awesome. Lucky. Yeah, we're going to be heading into, like I said, Castine, and a wonderfully historic little coastal town here in down East Maine. I mean, it's on the westernmost edge of down East Maine, but it still technically counts. And much to their chagrin, they're still attached to the mainland. See, back in, I believe it was the 1700s, the locals tried to dig a canal, well, the Brits specifically tried to dig a canal that separated Castine from the mainland, you know, make it a bit more defensible, I'm pretty sure. You know, the inside joke being that all the snobs wanted to just have their own place and keep the rest of us peasants out, but, well, it didn't work for the Brits, it didn't work for them. Riffraff like me can still walk in, even though I'm as local as they come. But you know, speaking of the 1700s, it actually saw some fairly limited action in around the time of the Revolution, and we got our asses handed to us under the command of one Paul Revere. Yeah, there's a reason that his name doesn't normally turn up from the history books after his midnight ride, which he failed at, by the way. He got captured, the other guy got through and got the message that the Brits were coming and actually warned everybody, so. It's a very pretty little town, and I'm going to bring you over to the lighthouse that we have there, and we'll see where the rest of this evening takes us. Don't mind me, just got to adjust the mic so my Bottom lip isn't hitting it every time I talk. Yeah, we'll be sure to buzz past Fort George and down to the waterfront from other places as well. The lighthouse. I figured we'd start with the lighthouse. Since everyone seems to have such a fascination with them. Don't get me wrong, they're really cool, and they are definitely a New England staple and tradition to have them around here. Just as it is for us to make sailboats and fish. At least it is here in Down East Maine. Always liked that little cabin. It used to be up there. Well, they replaced it with a different little spot, but yeah. It is amazing how things change as years go by around here. You know, things will remain the same for decades, and then suddenly, building's gone, people are gone. Unfortunately, most of the people that are gone are usually the younger ones. What I mean by that is they normally move away. Not a lot of work to be had down here. At least not much. All right, let's see if we've got somebody coming, and oh. Before anybody asks, that dude was going underneath the speed limit. Yeah. Most days I don't mind. Today is not one of those days. I want to just be moving at the speed limit, just cruising. Plus, the speed limit's 45. That's about the sweet spot for a 77-degree day, which is what we got right now. Even with the humidity. It honestly isn't too bad today. And either way, it is gorgeous. Mom's friend Nancy used to live in that house. Don't know who lives there now, but Nancy was a good egg. She typically fostered children who's, have been taken away from their parents or who had no parents. And, well, I mean, I was never one of them. So I can't say how good of a job she did do, but they always seem happy to me. Well, I should preface that with saying they weren't happy with their lot. They were happy enough to live with her. She was really good. Yeah, my hope with this YouTube channel is to not only take you guys to a bunch of places that everybody goes to, and you get to, see it through not only the eyes of the local, but just see it in general, but also I might be able to take you to a few places kind of off the beaten track that most of you would never go to. It's usually why I start my videos in Penobscot, because unless you make a wrong turn somewhere as a tourist, there's no reason for you to ever come to Penobscot, if I'm being honest. No, we don't really have anything back there. We used to have a nursing home, still have a school, and as you saw, we used to have the thing there for fried food and ice cream during the summertime. And, well, we also have a general store. Other than some, family or independent businesses that are being run out of there, there isn't a whole hell of a lot going on in Penobscot, Maine. That's why we're riding over to here to Castine. Coming up the back way here over by the fort. That's got to be the best part about riding a bike, is that you don't have to like come down to, less than walking speed like this vehicle over here to get up and over these speed bumps. You can just kind of coast over them. Like, my point being, you can get over them at a normal speed, but it still discourages you from speeding. I like that as far as being on a bike. What's this? Risky Biz. I love it. So now this over here to the right is the Witherly Woods. Perfect for a nice little nature walk in and around. This is the remains of Fort George. There's one of those big earthwork forts. These walls used to be at least another 10, 15 feet higher, if memory serves correct. I mean, the hell, they used to be even bigger when I was a kid, I'm fairly certain, but that might also just be the fact that I was a kid. But yeah, no, they used to house a whole British garrison here. And when they, when they eventually lost and we kicked them out of America and they decided, hey, we're gonna go home, well, all the locals around here, the there wasn't that much fighting, as you heard. Like I said, the failed Penobscot expedition by Paul Revere, but there wasn't a lot of fighting, so there wasn't as much animosity between the citizens and the soldiers. So when the Brits got on their ships and left, they actually waited. You know, everybody was excited because, you know, that just meant, hey, we're our own nation, we're free. And the citizens waited until the Brits were out a respectable distance before they started ringing every church bell in town and carrying on and, you know, laughing and dancing. And they did that out of respect for the Brits who were leaving. So, kind of more fun historical facts. Yeah, I'll be sure to show you around the rest of the town, but right now, we're just going over here to Dyces Head, which, if memory serves correctly, might. I'm fairly sure that's where the British made their assault up into here to capture it, the area, you know, take Castine for their own. Which, if that's correct, that's an insane attack because, well, you know, spoiler alert, Dyces Head is a goddamn cliff face. Probably not the right spot. It must have been down one of these other areas down in around here, or maybe even off to the northwest a little bit more, but either way, it's not exactly, you know, a slow rise up. It's pretty steep, both sides around this area. And here we are. Yeah, here's Dyces Head. So you got to keep in mind, and I'll read the sign out for you as well, but this is still private property. And they have allowed it, they've made a agreement with the town that people are still able to come and check it out and, you know, walk around the grounds and everything, so long as they are respectful. So even so, as the small one says, lighthouse private residence, please respect their privacy. And yeah, the friendly warning here, which is yeah, it's a good time. I'll, instead of reading it out to you, yeah, and we're not going on the steps, we are going down to the cliff face. Let's see. I'm just seeing if there's anything about the assault, but I don't think there is. Well, there'll probably be more of that at Fort George, but anyway, we're not coming here for the wartime stuff. We're coming here for the nice views.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing all right. How you doing?
All right.
Always nice to say hi to locals. I mean, again, I'm a local too. I just don't know that local by name, which I will probably change on my way back up. But for the sake of brevity, for this video, oh, I smack my thankfully helmeted head into the tree branches and show you the pathway all the way down to the water. My friends always wonder why I tuck my pants into my boots. Well, it's because I always find myself walking through forest paths like this, and I found that by doing it, it cut down. So there is another residence down that way, or a Coast Guard building, as I recall, but we're coming up to the right here. There's a little fork back there. But either way, I found that tucking my pants into the top of my boot cut down the amount of ticks that I had to pull off of myself. Well, at least ones that were already attached and I hadn't noticed. So hence why I also tend to prefer long sleeves, even though I've got them currently rolled up. Okay, let's see.
trying to remember the way down. Ah, yeah. Thought so. Just want to make sure. Now, I advise anybody who wants to do this that you'll be of sure footing and like myself, at least mildly athletic. I'm already out of breath. But at the very least be sure-footed so you don't roll off the side of the cliff. That would not be a fun time. Yeah, see, I'm fairly certain that this is where the Brits came up. Well, I don't know exactly. I'm sure there would be a bit more of a placard about that. But, like I said, kind of an insane place to try and climb up to, but where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, cool. Little mushrooms. Very fun. Remember, folks, sometimes you just gotta stop and admire the plant life. And this part in particular is why I tell you guys, hey, be sure-footed and wicked friggin' careful, because this is a lot steeper than it looks. But once you get down here, it is beautiful. Yeah, so this is our little trip to Dyces Head. So I do believe I will end this video here, and we will pick right back up right here the next time. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, drink deep of victory, and remember the fallen. And I'll catch you next time.